I really am liking the new house I just moved into. Yes, my bedroom's looking pretty nice. I have my chaos symbols up there, have some Mario accessories, got an armor stand, some nice shelves, which I probably won't put anything on. But then you come downstairs and it's looking a bit empty. Yeah, I did make a delivery for some furniture, so I wonder whether... Oh, that must be the furniture. Yep, of course, Toad delivery service never seems to fail, and... Oh. Oh no. You like that, Toad? Yeah. Okay then. Guess I'll just go back to bed. Hello everybody, I'm Marie here with a mod showcase. Now this mod showcase is Mr. Craig's Furniture mod for 1.7.10, and what this mod does is it brings a whole bunch of stuff like furniture in the name into Minecraft. We are talking tables, chairs, paths, hedges, fences, the whole lot, the whole shebang. We have a fully functioning kitchen. We have a toilet. It's amazing. So I thought the only best way to go about it is by fully furnishing my house over here and basically giving you a tour. So we are going to start off with a stone path. Now this stone path is great. Why? Because it's super neat. It is super simple. It just looks like pebbles on the floor, but it leads to places. It's a path. It does its normal path things. It'll lead you to over here, lead you to over there. It can even lead you over all the way over there, but I didn't place any paths there, so I guess we're not going over there today. But if we follow the path, we have a bird bath. Now the bird bath doesn't really do much, but what it does do is it just looks really, really nice. See, look at it. But something a tiny bit more functional here would be the tap. Now how the tap works is you can right click and it spouts water. However, you do need a water source in order to use it. So what I just did here, put an infinite water source underneath, and if you want to clear up the water, you will need a bucket. Got bucket. There you go. Thank you very much. So, following the path, we have some tables and some chairs. Here we have a stone chair and a stone coffee table. There is a coffee table and then there is a regular table, which you'll see inside. Following through, we have a mailbox. Now the mailbox is another nifty little... Oh, you has mail. Guess you also get an achievement for it. So, what you can do is you can claim ownership with the by right clicking. And then, once you've claimed ownership, you can unlock it and lock it by crouching and right clicking. And what you can do is if you grab an envelope, if I can spell envelope, thank you, and a package, and what you can do is, let's grab some random items. If you open up the envelope, what you can do is you can put some stuff inside of it, sign it off, and send it to whoever you want. There you go. Put it in my own mailbox. Same with the package, but with the package you can put just a few more things in there. Sign it. And, oh, looks like I already have some stuff in here. There you go. Oh, you need to unlock your mailbox. Okay, let's destroy that way. And the coolest part of this entire mod, a doorbell. Why is it the coolest part? Because it makes a little doorbell sound. And that is absolutely adorable. You can press it again. You can press it again. You can run away before someone tries to go, you know. And next to it we have a spruce hedge. Now there are other hedges. There's some jungle hedges over there. If I just get all the hedges, 2, 3, 4, you have oak hedge, spruce hedge, birch, and jungle. And they basically just look like their leaves with a bit of extra added foliage. See that? Very nice. Now, let's make our way inside, and the first thing you see is this lovely painting here, but if we continue onwards, we have a kitchen area. Now this kitchen area is equipped with our bin, and what the bin does is you put unwanted items, and you press empty, and they basically are emptied. Very useful, and the microwave here is even more useful, because what you can do is you can grab some, let's see, you can grab some raw chicken, and what you can do is put one chicken in, press start. Why is the chicken not working? Okay, I know it doesn't work for some, so let's grab some beef instead. Beef. Oh my god. Okay, so you grab some beef, put it in, press start, and it will cook it up super quickly. The catch is it can only cook one thing at a time. So yeah, that is the microwave. So continuing on through, we have some kitchen cabinets here with some food and a cookie jar. Now the cookie jar is super adorable because you can put up to 6 cookies in it, and it is a super nifty way of keeping your cookies in a jar. Following through, we have a bar store, and the good thing about the bar store is you can actually change the colours using dye. So let's say I like the white store, but let's say I want it cyan, put some cyan there, maybe purple, light grey, and some grey dye. And you can also sit down like this, and in front of me is a plate with some toast. Now you may be thinking, how do you get toast? Well, you get toast by slicing some bread with a knife. On your chopping board. So there you go, you right click with the knife and you get some bread slices, but if you want to toast them, you put them in the toaster, and you can put 2 at a time, crouch, right click, and while we wait for those to be done, let's talk about the oven. Now the oven is, again, basically a super... Oh, the toast is ready. There you go, put the toast away. And how the oven works is you can put some meat in there, so let's say you have some raw chicken, put chicken in the oven, and it will cook all of the chicken over time. It will not cook them all at the same time, but it will cook each one individually. And that is basically the oven. So we also have an oven overhead and a fridge, which I've opened before, but you can basically put any sort of food in there, and underneath is a freezer. Now the freezer is actually pretty useful because what you can do is you can grab some rotten flesh and use a cooling pack like so, put it in as fuel and then put in the rotten flesh, and what these do is it will turn this rotten flesh, this pretty nasty looking rotten flesh, and turn it into nice regular flesh. And this flesh is actually edible, I think. It should be. I'm in creative mode right now. So there you go. You're getting more flesh, and if we get a furnace, which put it down. Does the chopping board work? It doesn't. Let's just grab some wood. What you can do is cook the flesh and get some cooked flesh. Give it a second. There you go, some cooked flesh. So, yep, that is basically how the whole new rotten flesh renewal system works. So you don't have to eat that, nasty old rotten flesh. And the next thing to show is the blender. Now the blender has to be one of the coolest things in this entire mod, because if you get some ingredients, like say 2 apples, 4 melons, and stick it in the blender, crouch and right click, it will start to blend them together into which will become a nice little smoothie. It is blending, it is spinning, and it is completely juiced. There you go. And look at it, it is completely full. So if you get some cups, what you can do is, it'll slowly fill with fruit crush. Okay, seems quite delicious. Gosh, I'm pretty thirsty already. So this does go up to 6. Let's get some more cups because, might be thirsty later on. Bam, 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 bam. And there you go. That is 6 fruit crushes I can put in here. And the next thing to show is the dry... What is this called? It is a dishwasher. Now, how the dishwasher works is, let's say you have this stone sword, which is kind of worn out. What you can do is get some soapy water, put it in the dishwasher, put your damaged tools in here, start it, and how it will work is it will slowly heal back your tools. Now it does this by one each time the bubbles reach the top. And yep, it does make a bit of a sound. But that's okay, because the last thing we have to show here is the sink. Now the sink works similarly to the tap, where it does require water source, so just make another infinite water source down here. And it will just fill the sink with water. And of course you can put a bucket here and get rid of the water. So yep, this is still going on. Let's just stop it. And if we look up, we have some ceiling lights and a fire alarm. Now ceiling lights you can just turn on and off by right clicking, but the fire alarm works by... Let's see if I just bring this down here. Oh. How this works is if you get some flint and steel and be a little pyromaniac, it'll detect the fire and it will start to go. Oh god, yep, we do not need that. Burning up my house, so you just turn it off like that. Oh, this one went off as well. I did not know the exact radius, so just be safe. Brought it down a bit. But yeah, that is all the kitchenette stuff. So if you move over to the... Thank you. So if you move over to the lounge area, oh my, we have a stereo. Now the stereo is amazing because it basically just works as a jukebox, but it will play all of the music disc tracks without actually having the music discs. So you see I'm going through chirp, far, more, mellow, high, wait, ward, the evil one. I think the only one that doesn't have it is 11, but is 11? Yep, 11 is here. But oh well, it's probably broken, so maybe they just couldn't pirate it onto the stereo. And you can turn it off by crouching and right clicking. So here we have a coffee table and a wooden coffee table. Of course you can sit down here, and behind me there are curtains. Now what curtains do is they will completely block out light from windows, and oh my god, they actually look so cute. Yeah, so let's say you don't want anyone, don't want any zombies peeking on you while you're at home. You can do exactly that. Same with the blinds here. They work very similarly. They completely block out any sort of light. And we have my little desk, which I have constructed with a wooden and a stone table and a wooden chair. And here is the computer. Now how the computer works is we can right click and enter Minebay. Now what Minebay is, it's basically eBay. But what we can do is, let's say I want to buy a bottle of enchanting. I can put my iron in, press buy, and there you go, I get given a bottle of enchanting. There you go. Completely. Let's get some fireworks as well, kid. Christmas fireworks, okay. There you go, so you have some fireworks here. Oh, that's actually amazing. Next to it, we have a printer. Now, how the printer works is it will copy enchanted books and regular books. So we have Bane of Arthropods 2 here. Put the ink cartridges in, and it will slowly, over time, decode this enchanted book and copy it to make another enchanted book of the exact same enchantment. That is honestly really, really useful. So let's head upstairs and see what there is here. So if we return to my bedroom, we have it fully furnished with a bedside cabinet with absolutely nothing inside. Let's put some toast and some bread inside. And we have a lamp which turns on and off and gives a good amount of light with the right click of a button. And if we follow through, we have the bathroom. So obviously you have some wall cabinets here. We have a basin which, yes, does require water, but it'll also fill. We have a bath, which also does require water, so I think I can't really get water underneath it. And we have a shower, which doesn't require water, but, you know, you can take a little shower, before you clothes. And of course you can just turn it off like that. And we have the crown jewel of this mod, the toilet, where you can press F for farts. Yep. It's a thing. And it's amazing. So let's just leave without washing our hands and make our way over to this Christmas tree. Now, why is there a Christmas tree in June? I don't know. But to be frankly, are you going to complain? It's Christmas. And what you can do is add these Christmas presents. And what you can do is you can put steak, you can put a chopping board, you can wrap it up, and you can put down the presents. And let's see, I put some presents down earlier. I got a diamond in this one. And of course you can put the diamonds back in and put it down. Now the next thing is the living area. You know, our little living room, TV, and our cabinets, which of course have a bunch of music discs. And how the sofas work is you can dye them as well with other dye. There you go. We now have a multicolored rainbow couch. And let's say we wanted some TV. We have, I think, 1, 2, 3. Yep, we have 3 channels. And this is channel number 1. I don't know what he's doing, but oh well. Good for him. We have Nine Cat, which is the best show ever. You know, he's so cute, he's so adorable. I can watch him repeat forever. And of course we have the Rainbow Static, which, yep, I could also just watch for hours. And that is the TV. Honestly, would recommend 10 out of 10. Best channels on there. And of course you have another lamp, but this lamp can also be turned on with redstone. So there you go, you have a lever. You can turn it on like that. So let's make our way to our utility room, where we have a washing machine. Now how the washing machine works is, let's say you have some worn out leather stuff, some leather armor here, or it could be any armor. You know, let's say you have some body helmets or some iron booties. Although these aren't worn out, so these are what you can do. Put our soapy water back in and press start, and like the dishwasher, it will start to repair our armor here. And like the dishwasher, it will repair it by 1 click each time the water's got up. You can see that already done. Stop. Thank you. So that is our utility room. Another thing to mention is there is also super soapy water, which just acts like regular soapy water, but I think it just has more uses. So to finish off this little mod showcase, let's go downstairs. And hello, Erin. Erin is my dog. She is absolutely adorable. She hangs out here in my garden, and she also likes my white fences. Now the white fences can be decorational. You can't jump over them though, which, you know, makes sense considering they're a fence. And you can also put them up like this to make some very, very cool decorations. And follow through the garden here, of course we have some jungle hedges. And the last thing to show is this electric fence. Now how the electric fence works is, let's say you have a chicken here. And this chicken is a very hungry chicken, so he comes to your garden and he wants to nibble at all your plants. He wants to eat your sugar cane. He wants to level up the roses. But if he dare approaches, he will get shocked by the electric fence and he will disappear in a puff of smoke. So yep, do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, over and over and over again, and the chickens will not survive the electric fence. that is it for the tutorial. That is it for this mod showcase. It's started raining all of a sudden. Oh well, I guess they're morning loss to the chicken. Here, let's get rid of this tree slash weather clear. There you go, changing the weather to clear now, and it is time to show off how to craft everything I've just shown. So, onwards to the crafting recipes. Welcome to the mod showcase crafting builds, where I will show you how to make everything that you've just seen in today's mod showcase. Now, as you can see behind me, there's a lot of stuff to get through, so let's rapid fire through these things. So if you want to make the wooden coffee table, wooden chair and the wooden table, you're going to need oak wood planks in the patterns that you see here. Pretty standard stuff. If you want to make the stone chair stone variants, you'll need just cobblestone in the same patterns as before. So if you want to make the lamp, bedside cabinet and the cabinet, for the lamp you will need 5 ore, a glowstone and obsidian, bedside cabinet, 2 chests and 7 oak wood planks, and for the cabinet you will need 8 planks and a chest. Doesn't necessarily have to be oak, but that's just how I did it. So if you want to make the fridge, you will need 7 blocks of iron, a chest and a furnace. The oven overhead, you will need 4 iron ingots and a glowstone. For the oven, you will need 8 blocks of iron and a furnace. And for the wall cabinet, 8 blocks of quartz, and a chest. And we move over. So, to make the blinds, you will need 9 sticks. And for the curtains, you'll need 5 red wool and 2 gold ingots. So to make flesh, you just need to freeze one flesh in the freezer, and to cook the flesh you'll just need to put it in a furnace. So for the envelope you'll need 2 paper, and for the package you'll need 6 paper. So to make the ink cartridge you'll need stone and you'll need 8 stone and an ink sack. To make a knife you'll need a stone and a stick. To make a plate you need 3 blocks of quartz in the same shape as the bowl, and there is actually no recipe for the hammer. I don't know really what it does, I don't know why it's here, but it's in the creative menu, so I guess I'll just mention it. So to make sliced bread you need a bread, and you need to put it on a chopping board and use a knife. To make toast you need to put sliced bread in a toaster. To make soap you will need bone meal, clay and the light blue dye, and to make a cup you need 7 glass panes in a pan like this. So to make soapy water you need soap and a water bucket. To make super soapy water you will need 8 gold ingots and some soapy water, and to make a cooling pack you will need 8 glass and a water bucket. So to make the hedges you'll need, so to make oak hedges you need oak leaves, birch for birch, spruce for spruce and jungle for jungle. To make the stone path you need 2 cobblestones. Tap you need 1, 2, 3, 4 stone and an iron ingot in this pattern here. To make a bird bath you need stone in a pattern like this, and to make a white fence you need 1 fence and 1 bone meal. To make the computer you need 7 blocks of iron, a glass pane and a redstone. For the printer you need 5 stone, 2 blocks of iron, a redstone and some paper. To make the mailbox you need some wooden planks and a book in a pan like this. And to make the TV you will need oak wood, glass panes and redstone in a pattern like this. So to make the electric fence you will need 7 iron ingots, a white fence and a redstone torch. The ceiling light you need obsidian, stone and glowstone. Stereo you need 2 note blocks, a jukebox and an iron ingot, and for the doorbell you need a note block and a button. For the fire alarm you need 4 iron ingots, a redstone and a note block. To make the shower you need 6 blocks of quartz. Any block of quartz will do. And 3 glass. To make the toilet, you need 5 blocks of quartz and a button. And to make a basin, you need 4 blocks of quartz, 2 buttons, and an iron ingot. So to make a bath, you need 5 blocks of quartz and a button. To make the washing machine, you need 7 blocks of quartz and a glass pane and a furnace. To make the shower head, you need 3 iron ingots and 3 stone. And to make the bin, you need 2 weighted pressure plates, 5 iron ingots, and a glass. Not a glass. And you need 1 stone. So to make the red empty present, you need red wall surrounded by. You need red wall surrounding a package. To make the green empty present, you need same recipe, but instead of red wall, there's green wall. To make the Christmas tree, you need a flower pot at the bottom and leaves in a panel like this. And to make a cookie jar, you need 5 glass panes and a black wall on top. To make a toaster, you need probably one of the more complex recipes. You need 3 blocks of quartz, an iron bar, piston, stone, and 3 black wool at the bottom in a panel like this. To make the bar store, you need 3 wool, you need 3 cyan stained clay, and at the bottom 2 blocks of quartz. To make a microwave, you need 2 iron ingots at the top, 2 iron ingots at the bottom, that's 4 in total, 2 glass panes, and 2 blocks of quartz and 1 button. To make the blender, you need 4 black wool, 1 iron ingot, and 4 glass panes. Now, to make the blended juices, you need 2 apples and 4 melons in a blender. To make the fruit crush, to make the veggie juice, you need 4 carrots, 1 potato, and 2 pumpkins, 2 pumpkin pies. To make the cookies and cream milkshake, you need 2 cookies and milk. And to make the energy drink, you need a redstone, a fire charge, and 16 sugar. What a drink. And to make the chopping board, you need 6 oak wood, and you need 3 oak wood slabs sandwiched in between, like that. And finally, to make the kitchen counter, you need 3 cyan stained clay, and the rest were just blocks of quartz. To make the dishwasher, 3 blocks of quartz at the top, 4 cyan stained clay, an iron bar, and a furnace. To make the kitchen counter sink, you need 2 cyan stained clay, a basin, and you need 4 blocks of quartz. And finally, for the kitchen cabinet, you need 6 blocks of quartz, 2 cyan stained clay, and a chest. And that is every crafting recipe for Mr. K's Furniture Mod, and that is the official end of this tutorial. If you did stick around to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy this mod showcase, and I hope that I can make more of them in the future. That is all. It's nighttime now. It's also nighttime when I'm recording this. I should probably get to bed. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you all next time. Goodbye.